Everyone, welcome back to World-of-Cryptids, and today we will be talking about the Wendigo. So, Wendigos come from the traditional beliefs of several Anatolian-speaking indigenous groups of North America, particularly the Ojibwe, Cree, Innu, Salataxi, and Nescapi people. The concept dates back centuries, rooted in oral storytelling and cultural teachings across northern forested regions, including parts of Canada and northern USA. The name varies across tribes and dialects, the Ojibwe saying Wendigo, the Cree Wittikau, and Innu Witku. These terms all reference a malevolent cannibalistic spirit or entity. So, Wendigos are typically described as human-like but monstrous, often tall, gaunt, with desolate skin, skeletal limbs, and glowing or deep-set eyes, and emitting a foul odor. They are insatiably hungry. No matter how much they eat, they will always consume more, and the hungrier and larger they become. A person becomes a Wendigo either through cannibalism, spiritual corruption, or possession by a Wendigo spirit. Wendigos are often associated with winter, isolation, and cannibalism. However, cannibalism is not just physical, but spiritual, the consumption of others for personal gain. So, the Wendigo isn't just a monster, it's a warning, typically being greed, social taboos, and social guilt. The greed being the Wendigo's representation of undying desire, especially when it comes to the cost of others. It's often symbolized capitalism, colonism, and destruction of individualism in modern interpretations. Social taboos like cannibalism, betrayal of kin, and breaking of communal bonds. And survival guilt. Some scholars see Wendigo stories as a way of communicating the process of extreme famine and horrifying moral dilemmas that came with it. So, Wendigo psychosis. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, Western anthropologists and psychologists documented a rare phenomenon they called Wendigo psychosis, a supposed mental illness where individuals believed they were turning into Wendigos and developed intense cravings for human flesh. Examples include the 1878 case of Swift Runner, a Cree man who murdered and ate his family during a harsh winter. He claimed to be possessed by the Wendigo. Reports mainly occurred in northern Canadian communities during times of famine, isolation, and cultural disruption. This diagnosis is now largely discredited and often more reflectant of colonial misunderstandings than actual mental illness. In modern pulp culture, Wendigos have exploded into horror fiction films and games. Through these depictions often drift far from the indigenous beliefs. Common modern traits, which are not traditional, are antlers or deer skulls, mostly shown in Ravenous or Pet Cemetery, and popularized further in Until Dawn. More demonic or animalistic designs have been shown, as well as depicted as forest spirits or cryptids more than a human-spirit hybrid. More modern examples are the Until Dawn 2015 video game, where Wendigos are cursed humans who resorted to cannibalism. In the Supernatural TV show, Wendigos are forest-dwelling, near-immortal monsters that hunt humans, and in Antlers, it's more of a mixed indigenous lore with body horror and monster tropes. So the key traits in all with traditional lore are their origins come from folklore of the Ojibwe, Cree, and Innu, and their transformation is caused by cannibalism, greed, or even spiritual possession, and their main appearance is emaciated, humanoid, and have icy hearts and glowing eyes. Their behavior is cannibalistic, violent, and driven by endless hunger. And their symbolism is often greed, taboo, isolation, or moral corruption. And they mostly inhabit northern woods and winter settings. So, the Wendigo is a myth rooted in real-world fears, starvation, betrayal, isolation, and the loss of humanity. It's more than a monster. It's a mirror that we can become when we give into the darkest parts of ourselves.